Alright, hello there YouTube. This is Mr. Pokemon 907 and welcome to episode 22 out of 24. So soon finished, so soon done, so done. uh, of my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe slash Mario Kart 8.5 100cc playthrough. So let's get on ahead with this. Alright, so excited. I'm soon ready to move on to Mario Kart Tour, and then I'll be moving on to Mario Kart World right after that. Alright, so let's go on ahead and let's see. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Perfectly balanced lighting, removing all of the unnatural lighting, so it's like more balanced out. The colors are more popping. Awesome, gorgeous. Alright. So the previous episode was the Feather Cup that I did 100cc. Now I'm going to move on to the Cherry Cup. Let's see. Larry's really cool, but yeah, Iggy. Iggy's kind of cool as well. Let's see. So this is more Iggy style, I'd say for sure. Alright, and we call that the Juke. Well, it does suit. It really does suit. That is the button, and the button, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's so nice. That is nice. Alright, so let's see here. Then I'd go on ahead and use the very same super glider. Or I'd want to go a bit more. Yeah, this, Wario, the eyes are similar even. I wonder if it's a smart reference on a Wario type Koopaling. Alright, so let's go ahead with the Wario Wing. It is the paraglider that has the decent enough stats to me. So yeah, let's go. Los Angeles laps. I really like this track. This song track is like this race tracks music. Los Angeles laps from Mario Kart Tour from Mario Kart Android slash Mario Kart iOS, Apple. Awesome music. So I've mentioned this already in previous episodes, and I'm going to mention it again. This thing that I keep speaking of when I speak on it, when I'm talking about the camera, I keep talking about this unnatural lighting thing. So in movies, video games, anything else, especially 3D animations like this, there is a sort of glow that the developers place over everything that gives, the everything more to make them more easily seen. That's the only reason for it. But it takes away from the realism of the actual animation, the lighting and stuff. Everything begins to look more like plastic, seeing like Lego toys with some spotlight just shone down from above on them. The sunlight isn't realistic, anything of the sort. But oh god, how could I have done that myself? Oh, I was distracted and talking and envisioning. I'm so sorry about that. I shouldn't be doing that. I've never done that in months. Like, well, it's recording a video for YouTube. I gotta focus. Alright, so, I don't know how you would if you've got a friend that has this game and a Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch 1. You could, ask them to play it, you could at least, even if they just play it and not allow you to play it yourself, just looking at the screen and then comparing it to this video that I end up uploading here, you'd see what I mean. On the original screen, everything has this white, heavy glow to it. Everything looks like all plasticky, and there's no realism at all. You can't even tell where the sun is in this track. But literally, when you balance the colors out, you balance the white balance, the colors and everything, it's like all of a sudden you could tell that is like afternoonish time here. The sunlight actually looks brownish. It's crazy how much detail comes out that all of a sudden you could not have seen without using this lighting setting that I'm using for this camera. So it's crazy. I think TV, every device should be doing this. You get way more detail in your game. The game looks nothing. When I say nothing, I mean literally nothing like it looks on this recording that I'm uploading for you. This is very special quality here. So those who know nothing of it, and sees that it's a camera and clicks off. So too bad for them, they're missing out. This is gorgeous compared to the original game. I prefer this. I wish I could get my, I wish there was a filter on the actual Nintendo Switch 2 right here that I could get my screen to display like this instead of the stupid glow that every device has, the backlight glow, I call it. Everything looks like a freaking Barbie toy. Literally all shiny and just this light spotted down on him. And yeah, it doesn't look like that at all in the camera, but that's what it looks like when looking at the actual game screen. You've got to remove the freaking white balance in the glow, man, and it's like gorgeous. Alright, not white balance, my bad, because white balance is how you got to remove the extra white light. Yep, give it a more sheen. You could tell this is late evening. I'm talking about the camera recording this video that I'm actually uploading here. You could tell, you could see so much more than is, obviously detailed on the actual Switch 2 screen. It is crazy. Alright. But I guess some people like the style of the, everything looks like a freaking Barbie toy that these games have been carrying for years. These games, movies, things like, even the Zootopia 2 that just launched in theaters has that same glow effect. But, because it's like they're dealing with similar to Pixar level quality, so they have like natural lighting and stuff as well. So I would say this camera recording here is actually what's on point with Zootopia and those sort of films. And what you're looking at on the actual freaking system is what you'd see when watching something like Dying VeggieTales or something. Like, everything just looks like a toy. But I still appreciate the game. I'm not saying I hate how it looks altogether. Oh, holy shit, I shouldn't be allowing this to happen. Like, let me focus for once, man. A good thing for us, watch it. Give me that draft boost, bitch. Yeah, we've got to pull ahead. Blue shells are dying like tyrants. Oh my god. Then a lightning. Alright, so I'm talking a bit much, to be honest, but yeah, that's the whole point here. Make it a bit more interesting discussing as we go about. Because if I just make an entire video of me saying, oh, I've got a coin, I'm going to drop this here, I'm going to drop that there. Like, every episode is going to be like, just, I know, it might be really nice for the viewers who are like all about the mechanics and stuff of the game. But, everyone isn't a mechanic specialist. So, I wanted that boost, because then I could just boost over here and then drift the corners. But whatever. So I'm gonna drop that there. You get it. So yeah, gotta get a better filter for this. I'll see if I could get one of those. There's like something I mentioned in the previous episode somewhere back then. You could get something to place over whatever monitor or television. Even there's things you can place over and it blocks all the extra blue light and everything else. And it gives the original sheen of color that the whatever display is supposed to have. And like, movies, video games, everything else end up looking more natural. That's not what I'm doing here. This is the literal camera settings. But something placed over your screen. I can't remember what you call them, but it's literally something that you could purchase for your screens, your monitors, your video games and stuff. I think there are even like screen protectors that give that effect as well. It kind of blocks all the excess light out, so you get way better color. All this HDR that people keep talking about. Oh, more vibrant colors, this and that. This is literally people would try to argue because they know there's a lot of money in it now in their televisions that they're made and branded for the HDR setting, and it's all over the freaking box, and it's their like money icon per se right now. A lot of TV brands might hate me for saying this, but this effect that I'm doing here it is practically because you're like limited to a freaking dial on a television, and you might not be knowledgeable enough to even know how to manually set your HDR properly, right? And some games need to be set in a particular way for the color contrast and stuff to be, you know, properly balanced. And even if you set it to automatic and it finds a way to, it might still not be what the video game is actually made for. You'd have to know certain things. But so I'm saying this right here, in a sense, because it's not just automatic, it's actually doing it by, I'd say, there's a science to it. Like, these settings are set a sort of way, and it's doing it in a way that not even HDR would or could. I'll be honest with you, right? So this is practically HDR quality you're getting here from this freaking camera recording, a dime camera recording, people, right? So we live in 2025. This is it. Technology has gotten so far. You know, there isn't much things out here appreciated for what they're really doing, to be honest, because a lot of people don't even know about them, right? You can do all this with a dang camera, and people are dying. Like, I could even play the game from my camera instead of the actual system screen, and I'd be doing kind of fun. There's a slight delay, but this looks amazing. Ah, shit, all that. Dang, that was not because I was watching from the camera. I could have easily dodged, not blocked that, but my timing is off sometimes, man. This game is very different from World, and I was playing World for hours trying to unlock my outfits and stuff like that. When I make it to Mario Kart World, you'll see what I mean. Right after unlocking a character, you get this little red icon coming over him. Like, whenever you go back into the character screen to show that, you know, they've newly been unlocked. I have like around 10 of them or 12 or something like that still have the icons, and some of them I went over, so it's maybe like 15 or more that I unlocked all at once. I was playing for hours trying to do that, and it even messed with my Mario Kart 7 episodes because I had my 3DS fully charged, and I think I left it on too as well. I forgot about that. I had it like just, you know, minimized. I call it minimized. Like, this is freaking Windows. I had the screen shut down and it was in sleep mode, but it was still on for like a few hours because I was playing World. I was trying to get this completed, and I saw this. I thought it was a character even. I saw the icon that usually really just means that there's some other character to unlock. An icon that has Petty Piranha and Goomba all in one. So that's the end of race number 3 there. So we're going on to 4 now. So I thought that it was, you know, some unique character design or something where a Goomba maybe has freaking Piranha Plant, like a horse, or some weird shit. I was like, whoa, they've got to find, why am I? So I was driving around with the Petty Piranha for a bit as well. So yeah, trying to, you know, using all the dash foods, realizing that nothing is happening. And then I last minute realized that it was Fishbone I had to unlock, because I was like, wait, I swear I could have sworn that I've unlocked Fishbone before. I'd be giving spoilers for people who don't want them, but if I was to be telling you how these characters are unlocked, for people who don't know about that as yet, but I thought I had Fishbone already, and Fishbone was not, and there was the last character I had to get, and then a lot of my characters too still had like outfits that weren't unlocked as yet. I got everything. Because I'm quite sure Nintendo is getting ready to drop the freaking Mario Kart bomb, and it's going to be awesome. It is going to be so awesome, man. People of all ages are going to get excited about this thing. It's going to be crazy. We had a taste of it with the mirror mode. The mirror mode unlocks in a very unique way, and there's like cutscenes and everything. That's the first time in a Mario Kart game that we actually had a cutscene for a Mario Kart section of the game. I was like intrigued seeing that. I was like, whoa, this is a cutscene? Like, this has never been done. This is cool. Alright, so every other Mario Kart is like you just drive whatever, however the freaking award ceremony looks, that's it. Or maybe you might have a special after credits cutscene, like showing, you know, the credit screen, and that's it. Oh, some picture right there saying thank you for playing. But we never had cutscenes like throughout like a story design and stuff like that. So much is coming. It's gonna be awesome. People get excited. They're gonna like pack the punch. Like imagine Donkey Kong Bonanza level like I'm not spoiling anything, please don't come for me, people. But imagine Donkey Kong Bonanza level like videography, you know, the cutscenes and how they blended the scenes together and stuff like that, the characters and the interactions, and Mario Kart instead. I think I had an episode a while back when I started in 50cc. I think I was playing as Donkey Kong. I was playing as Pauline, actually. And Pauline, in fact, no, I think that's just an image I took from my own personal playthrough. And I uploaded on social media, but Pauline was, like, purposely pointing at Donkey Kong's face. Like, you know, she personally knows him. And, you know, the reaction to it, like, Donkey Kong was, like, details that can't be proven, but because you know they react to, you know, whenever you start a race, they're going to react to the other racers on the track and stuff like that. But I saw some details there. Let's just say that it's going to be awesome. There's a lot more effort and detail put into Mario Kart World than is obvious even right now. Alright, let's see. So that is the last race of this cut. Yeah. So effectively I've finished wave 5 of this Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course DLC. Awesome. There's a reason why I don't call it Booster Course Pass. Yeah, Booster Course. So it was Cooper Kate. It was Cooper Kate then that I had the best run for this cup in. This cup playthrough. Oh, well, nice. Awesome. And okay. So that is it for my episode here. Remember to click that like button if you enjoyed, and leave a comment. You can type something in the comment section. Don't be shy. You say whatever you please, you know, just it's okay. That's what YouTube is for. All the interactions between viewers around the world, you know, making fun videos and expressing your ideals within them. Alright, so that, and as well, that button that reads subscribe, that really should be saying follow, because that's all you're doing here. This is no paid service. There's no payment necessary. You'd be notified whenever I upload new videos, posts, whatever the sort. And as well, then, yeah, you'll be able to stay tuned to my channel. And as well, then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, whenever and wherever you're watching. This has been Mr. Pokemon 907. Until next episode, the very next episode, I'm going to be moving on to, this is the Cherry Cup I just finished. I'm going to be moving on to the Acorn Cup. So until next episode,